Algebra 2 7.10a, complex numbers as solutions of equations. So we've got 10 previous videos from chapter 7. If you haven't seen them and you become lost or confused during this video, just click on this description to watch the previous videos. So we can determine if a complex number is the solution to an equation by substituting it into the equation in place of the variable, that entire complex number. We just need to remember how to add radicals. We add the coefficients of the radical. So if we have a 3 square root of 7 plus 2 square root of 7, 3 plus 2 is 5 square root of 7. And remember that I squared is a negative 1. You remember this and we should be okay, all right? And remember how to FOIL. So is 2 plus I a solution to x squared minus 4x plus 5 equals 0? So we're going to plug in this 2 plus I in place of this x and this x, like this. So instead of x squared, we have 2 plus I squared. Instead of minus 4x, we have minus 4 times 2 plus I plus 5 equals 0. Now some of you can just look at this and say, okay, that's going to be 4, that's going to be 4i. If you can't do that yet, that's fine. If you have to open this up and FOIL it to find the right answer, that's okay. Do that. Whatever it takes to get the right answer. All right? So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times I is 2i. I times 2 is 2i. And I times I is I squared. I'm going to distribute this negative 4 to the 2 and get a negative 8. Distribute it to the I and get a negative 4i. We bring down our plus 5. This 2i and this 2i makes this 4i, okay? So these guys right here make this one, okay? And this negative 8 and this positive 5 makes that negative 3. See how they're all blue? This I squared makes that negative 1, doesn't it? And if you look at this, we have a plus 4i here, and we have a minus 4i here, and these two can be eliminated as additive inverses of each other, can't they? So now they're gone. And negative 1 minus 3 is a negative 4. So now we've got 4 plus a negative 4. Well, that makes us 0. So does this equal 0 like this polynomial equals 0? Yeah, it does. So 2 plus I is a solution because it ends up that they both equal 0. It is a solution. All right. Now this one's a little bit more involved, so try to stay with me, okay? I tried to make it color-coded as best I could. So we've got 1 plus I squared root of 7. Is it a solution of this polynomial, x squared minus 2x plus 8 equals 0? So we're going to put this guy everywhere there's an x. So instead of x squared, we've got 1 plus I squared root of 7 squared. And instead of minus 2x, we've got minus 2 times 1 plus I squared root of 7. All right, we can open this guy up and FOIL him. We've got 1 times 1, which is 1. 1 times I squared root of 7 is I squared root of 7. I squared root of 7 times 1 is another I squared root of 7. I squared root of 7 times I squared root of 7 is an I squared and a square root of 7 squared. Now we're going to distribute this guy. Negative 2 to the 1 is a negative 2. Negative 2 to I squared root of 7 makes negative 2i square root of 7. We bring down our plus 8. So now we need to clean this up. So we can see right here that we've got I squared root of 7 and I squared root of 7, right? That's going to make a 2i square root of 7 because there's invisible 1s in front of the I, right? So we've got 2 of them. This I squared is going to make a negative 1. So here's our negative 1. And 7 squared is the square root of 49, isn't it? Which is a 7. We've got our negative 2, and we've got our negative 2i squared root of 7 and our plus 8. Now look at this, plus 2i squared root of 7 minus 2i squared root of 7. So this one and this one can be canceled out as additive inverses. And now what we've got is a 1 plus 1 times negative 7 is negative 7 minus 2 plus 8. 1 minus 7 is a negative 6, minus 2 is a negative 8, plus 8 is a 0. So yes, 1 plus I squared root of 7 is a solution for x squared minus 2x plus 8 equals 0. So it's not really difficult to do because you know how to FOIL by now, and you know how to add radicals and eliminate additive inverses. It's just that there was a lot of it to do, okay? So just take your time and do a little step by step and you'll be fine. What we did was we substitute the complex number for the given variable. We multiplied or FOILed and distributed like we were supposed to. And we simplified by combining the like terms or eliminating those additive inverses. And if it equals 0, like the polynomial equals 0, then we know that yes, it is a solution. Okay? Our next video is 7.10b. We're going to find equations with complex number solutions. I'm going to add this video to the Algebra 2 playlist. There's going to be a link to last year's Chapter 11 playlist for radical expressions and equations, if that's where you're at. And links to the 10 previous videos where we talked about complex numbers and I, the imaginary number. And it starts with 7.7a. So look for that in this description, okay? Keep trying. We're getting through this, and I will see you next video. If you were very confused, go back and watch those previous 10 to clear up any confusion, okay? I'll see you. Bye.